Hello YouTube world, Marketer Assassin here, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, and I hope you're having a good day, a good morning, and I am. So I hope your brain is refreshed. I hope you're ready for a new day. Every day is a blessing. You should wake up every morning thanking God for another a good day. That you know it's gonna be day. So thank God, period, just for waking you up this morning. And today we're gonna be talking about how to find motivation, and we're gonna be diving deep into this. So get comfortable. And in order to be motivated by anything, you have to be willing. You have to be willing. You got to put in the willpower. You got to be willing, disciplined, and determined. And that's the only way you're gonna be motivated. You have to find your you gotta find the will to do it. It's all about will. That's like the most important thing of finding motivation. You have to have the will and the desire to become motivated. Open your mind up to new possibilities. And so the first step into trying to find motivation is you gotta know your mind. That's the first thing anybody will tell you. You gotta find your mind, and you gotta understand your mind. And please understand how your mind works. And this is just me telling you, like, I urge you to please understand how your mind works, because it's not the way you thought it worked. It's not the way you thought it was. And if you've done more videos about how the mind works, continue reading about how the mind works, different vibrational frequencies, different levels, negative and positive, positive and negative. Read more about this, because this is very important. This is how you can work and alter and change your life any way you know how to, or any way you want to. Any way you see yourself, you can manifest that and change it, whether it's positive or negative. And understand how the mind really works. There are two consciousness of the mind. There's the conscious mind, and there's the unconscious, the subconscious mind. And the conscious mind is the top of the mind. That's the higher self right there. Anybody will tell you that this is facts. This is the higher self, and there's a line drawn right there through it, because and there is a line right there through it. There's a line drawn through the higher self and the lower self. The lower self is the subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind receives everything and records everything. It's always on recording. Always realize that. Always know that your subconscious mind is recording everything you're seeing, whether you're asleep, whether you may not even be knowing it. It will always be recording what you're doing. So be very mindful and aware about what you're doing, what you're seeing, what you're looking at. Very mindful, and you can control this. I mean, the thing about it is, you don't want to don't be mad at your subconscious mind for recording or listening to whatever it is that's around you, because you may not even know it, and then you might think of something off the top of your head, like, why did I think of that? What the heck is going on with my mind? So don't get mad at your subconscious mind. It only operates the way it knows how to. But the thing about it is, you can guide your subconscious mind, and the way you guide that is through your higher self, your conscious mind. You can control what you see. Your subconscious can't control it. It records everything, but your higher self, the conscious mind, can control everything you see, feel, you observe. Basically everything you're aware of, it can control everything. So that's very important to understand how the to be able to control your subconscious mind. So if you want to think positive all the time, you have to be willing and focus, and watch what you listen to, watch what you hear, you see. And because whatever you think about, do on a daily basis, will in the past will seriously become what you think about daily, period. End of story. That's what you will become. That's what you'll think about daily, period. So always try to understand the mind, read more on about the mind, understand yourself, know thyself, because that's the only way you're going to be able to find motivation in anything you're trying to find, or to achieve. If you really want to uplift yourself and be more positive and find motivation, you have to figure out how the mind works. Okay, so that's just for starters right there. And you gotta be. And once you realize how to control your mind, you can realize how your body works. You can. Your mind is only an aspect. I mean, your body is only an aspect of who you are. You know, it's only an aspect of your mind, and it's a tool. It's just an extension. And once you figure out how your mind works, you can figure out how your body works, and you can manifest anything you're trying to view, or manifest. You can manifest anything you're trying to achieve. It starts with positivity, and it starts with thought first. And then it becomes it starts with thought, then the next level is word, then action, and then that can become, and then whatever you do becomes your reality. So that's very important to know. And the feeling and power of what you believe in. You got to believe. You got to believe and find. The best way to find motivation is find somebody who's already achieved what you're looking for, what you're desiring, what you're wanting, and where you want to go. Find somebody. That's what one of my mentors told me. One of my great mentors. They'll tell me the best way to achieve your goals and to find true motivation is find somebody and look at somebody who's already achieved what you already want, what you've been wanting, what you desire, and learn from them. Mimic them, study them over and over again, and then apply that to yourself. Manifest that, and you can become that person. You can become greater. So you want to find, that's the best way to find motivation, to improve your awareness, improve yourself, and improve your mind, your thinking, and your thoughts. That's the only way you're gonna truly find. Well, that's not the only way, but that's one of the best ways to find true motivation, is to find somebody who already has what you're looking for. And confidence is most important. Guys, leave out the negative. Leave the negative out. If you don't got nothing positive to say, if you ain't got nothing positive to think about, don't think about it at all. Don't think about it at all, because the more negative you become, it will take a toll on your life. Trust me. Please believe me when I say it will take a toll on your life. The more positive, the more negative you are. You can't be both. You can't be both. You see you can't be both, because it's like a magnet. The negative magnets don't connect, and they don't mess with the positive. I was almost about to cuss there, say the F word. So they don't mess with the positive. They don't cope together. They don't connect. They'll differentiate from each other. They'll separate from each other. The more, no matter how much you try to push them together, they will not attract to one another. So you have to separate the positive from the negative. And you want to stick with the positive. You want to have that positive energy, because the more positive you are, the more uh, uh, positive people you'll attract in your life. These are laws of attraction. Okay, this has already been proven. These are laws. These are actual laws of the universe. The law of attraction is real and most important. Okay, be positive and stay confident, and leave out the negative always. So if you feel a negative thought coming in, change it right then and there. Okay, because it's not good for you. You know and anything that's not benefiting you, and that's gonna move you forward, cut it off. Cut it off right now. If it's not gonna benefit you, cut it off like you cut off a blood sucking leech. Cut it off right now. Anything that's not benefiting you, cut it off right now. Just stop what you're doing right now and cut off anything that's not benefiting you. Think about what's not benefiting you and cut that off right now, because that's the only way you're gonna move forward and grow as a person, and become more positive, and become positively aware of what's going on, and attract more positive things towards you. It's a magnet. It's a law of attraction. And be aware that if you're not in a state of mind in whatever you're trying to achieve, whatever you're doing, and if you're not focused in whatever you're doing, and you're not in a proper state of mind in whatever it is you're trying to achieve, your goal, then trust me when I tell you this. Please don't take it the wrong way, but you're gonna fail, and you're not gonna go very far, and you're gonna crumble, and it's gonna collapse on you, and all hell's gonna break loose. Okay? Don't take that the wrong way. If you take it the wrong way, I'm sorry and I apologize, but that's the truth, and the truth can be very ugly. You cannot do something if you're not in, you can't do something correctly if you're not in that state of mind, that state of being. You gotta make sure you're in a proper state of mind in whatever it is you're trying to achieve and accomplish. Period. Point blank. And it's always gonna be uncertainty in whatever it is you're trying to achieve. If you're uncertain about anything, it's very okay. It's really okay. Okay, so don't feel stressed out about the uncertainty. Okay, I stopped being stressed out about things that I have no control over and that I'm super uncertain about. I stopped being trying to stress over that and dwell over that. I think about something positive. Maybe something good will come. Who knows? I feel something good will come. And just believe in the process. Believe in what you're doing. And I think the most important reason why God knows what God is doing. The King of the universe knows the human very well, and I think my reason for why God didn't give us the supreme power of certainty is just simply because the great divine knows us like a dog knows its nose and the way to use it, right? And you see, God knows it all. Like, God knows how bored the human race will become, how bored we can get. You know, they know how. God knows how patient we are anyway, right? So we learn to master that. Impatient. We learn to be more patient. But if we're certain about things, about a lot of things, then we're probably going to figure out how to become uncertain about things. So we're going to try to figure out how to master that. And that's going to be hard. It's trying to master certainty, right? Switch it around. That's going to be twice as hard, right? So I think we're better off being uncertain, because if we're certain about anything, there's no joy, there's no life, there's no passion, there's no motivation, there's no freedom. There's nothing. There's no drive. There's no goal. There's nothing. There's no entertainment. There's no commitment. There's no nothing, because you're certain about it. You already know how everything's gonna play out. Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean by not trying not to be uncertain and don't fight uncertainty? Just let it be. Let uncertainty be in its nature. Don't fight uncertainty. God knows what He's doing, and you have to be very bold. You have to be very confident, because that's where it starts. You can't have any self doubt. You can't have any regret. You gotta let all that go. You gotta release you gotta let the energy flow. Because if there's a blockage and you know that there's a blockage, you need to fix it now before it comes an intense tension, like an intense grappling on you, like anywhere in a part of your body. You can have like a muscle very tense, and it's a lot of energy stored up right there, and that energy can't flow properly, and it can cause you to have disorders and things wrong with your body and stuff like that. So always try to find a place where you can concentrate, meditate for a bit if you need to. Read a book. If you're passionate about books, why don't you write a book? Why don't you type a story? Why don't you make a story? Read more books. If you're not okay with the way you look, go to exercise. Become motivated by exercising. By people who exercise on a daily basis. People who has the muscle you desire and the body you want for yourself. Learn from them. Study them. Like I said, it comes with you have to study. It comes with a great deal of study, because there's no such thing as perfection. The only perfect thing in this universe is God, and that's a fact. That's a fact right there. You can't that's a law right there. God has to be perfect. That's a law right there, and that's a fact. And once you understand that nobody is perfect, you can't perfect anything. You can only improve it. Okay, and that's very important. If you need to write, you guys need to write. I would advise you to write that down. You cannot perfect anything. You can only improve it. Okay, so write that down. I hope this was inspirational to you. It's motivated you a bit. Hope it motivated you a lot, not just a bit though. But if you got any form of motivation from this video, um, you're welcome. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching this channel. And if you found your way to this video, then you're on the right path. That means you really are trying to change your life and the way you view things and your perspective. You are trying to find motivation. So props to you for finding this video. I hope this was helpful for you, because there's a lot of there's more people out there getting more positive, and the negative people, leave them behind. If you have a couple friends that are negative, you don't want that around you. That's one thing you need to stay away from. Stay away from negative people. Okay, I don't care if they're your best friends, your besties. If they're negative all the time, they're not helping you, and if they belittle you a lot without you, and you go okay with that, then you should apologize to yourself. Look yourself in the mirror and apologize to yourself that you're allowing that nonsense to go about. Okay, do not let anybody belittle you or talk down on you. Okay, and if they are talking down on you, turn that negativity into positivity, meaning don't react to it. Do not react to anything they're telling you or feeding you. It's all bull BS, bull crap, and it's nonsense. You know yourself, know thyself, and the more you know yourself, the more you know your capabilities, your limitless potential, because humans can do anything. You can do anything you want to do. That's our power. We have the power to create anything we want. That's our God-given right there. Free will and power. So to do whatever we want, we can do anything. If you want to learn how to play basketball, if you want to learn how to draw, if you want to learn how to swim, you can do it. Every human being can do what the next human being can do. You see what I'm saying? So just realize who you are. Your mind is not who you are. Your body is not who you are. Your face, you're not who you are. You like none of that is who you are. Like that's only a fraction and an extension of who you actually are. So you're not your mind. Your mind is only your mind is like your hand connected to your arm. That's like your arm connected to your body. It's just an extension of who you are. Your mind, you are not your mind. Your mind is a part of you. Okay, so remember that, and you guys have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up if it was helpful for you, and I'll see you guys later. My love and peace. Bye.